So I'm at Black Peak, May 22nd, 6:05 a.m. Hello, good morning, it's Monday. It is 4:58 a.m. right now. I started for Black Peak at 12:52. I am up here on the ridge starting this scramble. So I took off the crampons, stashed the snowshoes here, been carrying them. Yeah, I've got about 1,000 feet of gain to go to 8970. Okay, yeah. Guess we want to stay up there. This looks right. my backpack there. I'm taking this. Thought I was going to take it all the way, but I'd rather do this without it. Oh man, I can't get my hood on. Summit of Black Peak, May 22nd, 6:05 a.m. That was a slight bit of intensive detour, I guess, but definitely safer than down climbing this with the pack on. Back in crampons. Got my snowshoes on my pack. And yeah, heading back down the snow. almost ate me. Right. Just went through all this trouble of putting on the adapter for this to get the Glissade, and then I glissaded without turning it on. Here goes. I didn't get to see really see any of this on the way in because it was white out and dark. It's a lot of rock and dirt over the top of this. Ascent of Black Peak on May 22nd, 2023. Strava app recorded stats: 11.5 miles, 5,513 feet of gain. Total time recorded: 10 hours and 6 minutes. I enjoyed this climb more than I realized I would. The weather, the time of the season just really added to the experience, to some unique visuals, as well as a challenge in navigating and climbing. Being in the whiteout with the light snow and the frost added some of that challenge or effort, but it also really brought the focus in just to what was right around me, what I could see, which at the upper lakes was those lakes just starting to emerge from the snow, and then it was seeing the avalanche debris, walking over it, and that was all really cool. I think it's really just in these pockets of season transition that you get this experience, and I'm glad I did it then. Trip report. 12:53 a.m. I started in snowshoes from the side of Highway 20 since Rainy Pass trailhead wasn't plowed. I made what seemed like good use of the snowshoes in deep snow, but only for 15 minutes tops, as the trail above the first switchback really started drying up. I took them off and carried them not to be used again. Dry patches here, well, watery melted out sections, but also big snow drifts. I was in La Sportiva Equilibriums and Snow Gators the whole day. At 3:30 a.m., I put on crampons just before Wing Lake and already had the axe out. 4:38 a.m. on the ridge, I packed up the crampons, took a 20-minute break and started up. A few short snow slope crossings. I don't think I even used the axe. 90+% of this was dry, with powder dusting and frost. I went straight at the summit block on the little knife edge, at first with my pack on. Once I got up the first moves, I decided to drop my pack there as I felt better without the bulk and weight on those moves. Summit at 6:05. AT&T 1 bar LTE here. Took some time to send a text out. 15 minutes at the summit was long enough as it was cold and there weren't even views of anything but the summit block I was standing on. Running down the ridge, still in whiteout, I went right on past my snowshoe stash at 8,070 feet and kept going until I realized my mistake. Back at 80, 70, I did use crampons again, descending from the ridge, but once past the 35+ degree slope angles, I was happy to get them off for good. On the way through the upper lake, still clouded in, but a little more visibility, I spent some time observing the lakes and avalanche debris. Some nice visuals. I was back at the car at 10:58 a.m. and this was Bulger 36 of 100 for me.